Hey everybody, PC Outcast here, back with more Divinity Original Sin. And before we step inside, I'm just gonna check these boxes quick. And just as well we did. Apple juice. Sure. So we'll have to head back down to the docks at some point and tell those guys they can join the Fabulous Five.
I've got my eye on you, Baron.
I am a duke, potato-eating peasant.
Potato-eating peasant. Alright. Duke of Ferrol.
Hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
Well, tell me about yourself.
I am the Duke of Ferrol, though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now.
I have no idea. What do you know about Jake's murder?
It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Counselor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wish the man harm.
Alright, and what do you got to trade? Potatoes? Heh. Fire absorption scroll. Enchant self or ally with fire shield. Interesting. Alright. So that's that. And you, madam.
Demon, back or out. Well, what's this? Oh, Madora, you lummox. 1,000 pardons, comrade. This old bear's edgier than a dodecahedron these days. I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, aren't you? Give Captain Mortruce my regards next time you see him.
Who did you say you were?
You wouldn't. I trained up in Academy North, after all. We don't cross paths with you Westies all that often, but it's always a pleasure when we do.
Alright.
Medora's the name. Retired, or so the Order keeps trying to tell me, but never out of commission. My hand to your cause and my sword at your side.
I hadn't heard of another source hunter being assigned to Cecile. What are you doing here?
Heavens hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. And come to think of it, one that might concern you. See, I'm here on, well, let's call it a loan from a town to the north of here. Hunter's Edge by name.
Hunter's Edge.
There's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. Not your run-of-the-mill savages either, but ones who've taken dark magic to new heights. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say, but it's my responsibility to send them packing. Preferably with their horns in their suitcases and a knee-knocking fear of ever crossing paths with a sauce hunter again. I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Cecile. They don't have a spare soldier to send northward, and even in my finest form, I can't clear the place of that many orcs without backup.
How did you manage to escape?
By the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were rounding up villagers when one of them activated a tripwire on our village wizard's property. Fortunately for me, that particular wizard has a penchant for things that go boom in the night. I managed to wrench free of my captor's grip and flee toward the forest. He pursued me for miles, but I'd lost him before I made it into the Cecile hinterlands.
What's your next plan of attack?
Well, comrade, I hadn't thought of it till you tapped my shoulder just now. But perhaps that's where you come in. I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. And the way I see it, you could use reinforcements here in town. I've been scouting Cecile for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the Counselor. With our minds and swords in tandem, we'll make short work of the perpetrator.
What's your proposition? You help us here in Cecile, we help you take back your home?
But it seems you've got all the help you need, haven't you? More's the pity. We could have beheaded 100 Source Yetis in the name of the Order.
What? No. You can join us.
More than I'd hoped, comrade. I don't know what in tarnation's gotten into the townsfolk here, but there's enough dark magic running roughshod to topple a small mountain. There's Mayor Cecil's doings for one, and the mysteries of our master Rivellon for another. And on top of it all, the feline menace is lurking at every hearth and shadow.
What's the feline menace?
You mean you don't already know, comrade? Their kind can see in the dark. It ain't natural.
Oh, okay. And the mayor?
Now, don't get me wrong. I think the mayor's a decent sort, even if he can't hear farther than the tip of his own nose. But from what I've heard whispered around the docks, the old guy's gotten himself mixed up in something not quite on this side of the law. I suspect an illegal sauce, artifact, or substance is at the root of it, but exactly what or who's given it to him, I can't say. And since I haven't technically been assigned to Cecil, I don't have the authority to interrogate him.
And Rivellon?
Fella seems like a humble doctor, but I bet my sword he's dealing in something darker than splints and tonics. A loose-lipped fishmonger let slip that she'd seen our good doctor scale the city wall on 2 separate occasions, well past midnight each time. What business could he have among the undead? Hardly the habit of an innocent healer, I'd say.
Right, okay, and you have a backpack. But you're not joining us. That is a shame. I thought I could have 4 people in my party. Yeah, there's 4. We can take you. You can join us. Really? There's another cat. The unsinkable Sam.
I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. Hunter's greetings.
Yeah.
So,
Who did you say you
changed your mind
were?
about
Hadn't heard
venturing
another
forth?
source hunter,
Shield
orcs
to
attack,
shield
blah blah
against
blah.
the
What's your
sauce
proposition? Yeah, I guess it's
But it
that.
seems you've got all the help you need, haven't you?
Oh
Of
damn.
course,
Okay, she doesn't want to join us.
Old friend.
That's unfortunate. And waitress?
A source hunter? I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot.
So you're the waitress around here?
Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine, from bums to wizards, passed through these doors for a pint and a place to rest.
And where were you in the night of Jake's murder?
I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we've a constant reminder of exactly what happened. Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her, damn my eyes, but I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodges. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there till I heard Ivad fling that door open. But I was paralyzed with fright.
Yeah. You sell various drinks, okay? Ooh, look at all these paintings just waiting to be taken. Who are you?
What have we here? A source hunter, is it? Well, my day just became rather more stimulating. Oh, stand still then, if you don't mind. I want to take a good long look at the so-called savior of Cecil. Tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but your face, quite classical, isn't it? Statuesque, some might say. Yes, smooth and sturdy as marble, yet fine as a chisel's edge. And my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive my being forward, but I dare say, can it be? You're exactly the person I've been searching for.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Anna, jewel in the crown that is the fabulous 5.
Ah,
I've cut 1,000 throats, and baked 1,000 bread rolls, stolen the crown jewels of the Queen of Arata, and, with my pockets full, helped her reach enlightenment. When the day comes that I die, The gods will evacuate the heavens to make space for my formidable collection of designer slippers.
Aha.
I contain multitudes, you see, and I am utterly replete. Except that, much to my dismay, I had as yet to find the companion to whom my heart so clearly calls.
Oh, really?
Source Hunter, you wandered into this tavern, and I am most certain that that companion is you.
So you've been searching for someone?
That I have. For nearly a lifetime, it seems. Well, I'm sure you must know what I mean. Like existence itself lacked a significant component? Like if you could only fill a certain void, could connect with the right body, the right spirit. Together you could uncover new and thrilling vistas. I believe I have found that component, that body, that spirit within you, Source Hunter. Come, if ever we are to be united, we must truly entwine our fates. We must link our causes forevermore. Yes, you must join the Fabulous Five right away, as soon as time permits. Together, as a team, we'll explore the boundless realm before us. We'll uncover fate, inch by inch.
Didn't I already join?
So you've joined up.
Yes.
You've sworn to share in our adversity and our bounty alike. Oh, you've made my heart soar. I can finally offer you our finest adventuring equipment at fantastic in-house rates. Come now, let's trade. Well, you must be thrilled to find yourself a member of a team so widely renowned for its valor and skill. And you must be even more curious about how you yourself can suit up to face such enemies as a member of the Fabulous Five must face. Well, never fear. I have everything you need.
Okay. Don't you want to venture forth hand in hand, just like you said?
Oh, darling. That was so long ago now. Who can remember who said what after all this time? What matters is the here and now. And in this moment, I promise to give you the best deals on adventuring equipment you'll find in all Sicile. Well, you are a member of the eminent Fabulous Five, after all.
Right, and about my assignment.
I hear you've been tasked with taking out that crazed robot in the northern cave. I'm sure you'd like to equip yourself with the finest possible accoutrement, wouldn't you? Come, come, I have everything you need.
Everything I need. A empty bottle and a fuse. And no money to buy anything from me. Okay, great. Thanks for all the help. That's wonderful.
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time.
So tell me about the Fabulous Five.
Well, you're far from my caliber, but who isn't? It's good you're eager, but let me give you a word of warning. Aim for my spots, and your career in the Fabulous Five will meet a most unsavory end.
Ooh. What do you know about my assignment?
Now, you'll be dealing with Ahu's little abomination, will you? I'd go myself, but I'd fear I'd end the fight before anyone else got in their licks. If I don't leave a few crumbs for the newbies once in a while, they'll accuse me of stealing the spotlight, you see.
What about the undead?
Those nasty beasts are hardly worth my time. Though I suppose I'll step in if none of the recruits manage to prove adept enough to handle a few skeletons.
And I'm sorry, but I have no idea who you are.
What do you mean, not familiar? You expect me to believe you've never heard of Alistair the Almighty? Why, I'm only the most famous wizard this side of the Distis. Although, it'd be worth checking the other side too, just in case. And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the Fabulous Five to boot. Surely you already know we've been voted the most influential adventurers guild by SideQuest Monthly. 3 years running.
Aha, do you have anything to sell? A wooden stake. Avatar of Poison Scroll. Make a target immune to being poisoned, okay? Poison resistance, healing potion, earth resistance. Can't say I'm all that impressed.
Tell me.
A source hunter? I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot. Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him,
Okay,
although
you're the same one that we
nudging the lot
talked
lucky
to
for the
before. Right, okay.
The likes of which I doubt you could even fathom.
Pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How did you know? Please continue interrupting my drink if you'd be so kind.
Who are you?
How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome stranger at the bar. Let me answer by saying that who I am is hardly any of your business. And anyone with an ounce of tact would have known that already.
Oof. What do you know about the Fabulous Five?
So you've wrangled a position in the Fabulous Five, have you? I'm fairly brimming with enthusiasm at the prospect of calling you a partner. You'd better leave me undisturbed, or my emotions might just bubble over.
What do you know about my assignment?
You've been sent after Arhu's insane robot, I understand. Do you imagine that while you're busy being crushed by that abomination, I'll manage to get through a whole drink, distraction-free?
Phew. Okay, leave you to it then. And citizen?
Zimbladorix! Zat! Ha! Quite under my spell until...
No. We're just passing through. Just passing through. Okay, you.
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while.
Tell me about yourself.
My name's Ivad. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been offering the weary travellers of Sicil drink and rest for nearly 2 decades now, but the King Crab's older than that by a long shot. All you see before you is the manifestation of my great-grandpappy Horatius Dungeness's noble vision. Beer and naps for everyone. No questions asked.
That was his great noble vision. How's business?
Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the, incident. But with spirits high and liquor flowing like it is tonight, it seems the crab may just come out of that pinch.
They say he's privy to
What do you know about the murder?
Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know.
Sure, tell me about the night of the murder.
That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counselor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that.
Do you suspect anybody?
Counsellor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it.
Do you have any work for a trio of soldiers?
Three hopeless
Sailors?
Truly wish I could help you, but I'm barely keeping afloat as it is.
Right, okay, and you're selling some food and drinks. Surprising. Shocking, really. Oh. Apparently I can just walk into that guy's room. Let's check this out. What is he doing?
Greetings, traveller. And may the Immaculate Conduit's myriad blessings comfort and cradle you. Tell me, have you yet heard the revelation?
Revelation?
You mean you haven't heard? Oh, what fortune that I may share the goddess's salvation with one who has, as yet, been lost. Steel yourself, friend, for your mortal spirit could be forever transformed from this moment forth. The conduit, our link to the goddess herself, has given us a special gift, and the gift is thus. By following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way, we can each of us live on for a span greater than the number of stars that twinkle within the goddess's right eye.
Wow. Tell me about yourself.
What's in a name, dear friend? For we all begin equal in the conduit's eyes, and only through great deeds may enter into her inner ring.
Okay, and the conduit? No, wait, the one way?
For this hallowed information, you must seek an immaculate chapel. Go north, friend, through the forest and into the town of Silverglen, where all may be revealed. There, among her followers and friends, dwells the goddess's ecstasy, her one way.
And the conduit?
She came from on high to we mortals and showed us the path to the goddess, where all living souls are naturally inclined. She showed us that injury and malady need not mark the end of life, but that through her methods we could ascend to greater life in service of the goddess.
Ah, you can become undead. Uh-huh. I see.
Go on the path to the righteous, my friend. Forget not that the conduit has great plans for you.
Right.
He says he's an
Oh.
immaculate. But I thought they'd been banished after the death of the Source King.
Short history of the seven gods. Okay, let's just separate her out for a minute and turn invisible.
I think I can just sneak past.
Come now, Alistair.
Grab that.
Oh, my good
Might as well grab the ink pot too. Folded shirts, I don't think I need any of those. And a blank fire scroll, sure. Don't think there's anything else. What is that? Nice. Okay, reconnect. Nope. Nope. Up there. There we go. Alright, over here. Yep, there's a trap door down there. Nice.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received Captain Aureus' explicit approval.
Yeah, well, I already spoke to him.
Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the Captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
Do you have anything interesting? You got some pretty nice armor, actually. It does reduce movement speed, though, so... nah. Never mind. Zoom. Oh boy. Oh boy. As soon as I walked in, kablooey.
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone, somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Alright, anything interesting here? Doesn't seem like there's anything I can grab. I mean, I can activate these coal baskets. Nope, can't even do that. Alright.
Terrible, terrible, terrible! It will consume us all!
Well, hello, little guy.
By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? Two Rivellonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious!
Who are you, and how did you get here?
Oh yes, proper introductions. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question. On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow.
Why is this place shrinking?
Ah, at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
How can time come to an end?
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens, and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
Maybe quite mad.
Then we had better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
A dragon.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's... The portal has become active.
Don't mind me, I'm just looking through your things here.
Onward we should go.
Okay, don't really... Anything else?
The portal! It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be? You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, alight! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence.
Can we first discuss what we just witnessed through your looking lens?
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
You believe we are somehow connected to this plane?
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
Uh-huh. And what lies beyond the portal?
Ah, though I cannot say for certain. If it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagued your noggin might well be answered. For I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain.
Okay.
After you, after you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side. You first, but don't dilly-dally.
Oh. Seems highly suspicious, doesn't it? Everybody seems so suspicious.
Just as I hoped. There she is. There it is.
Wait. Wait.
And he's off!
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Well, I'm looking for loot, so... That's a nice statue. Interesting. Ooh, a locked chest. The last chest.
The last chest, the last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it! Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me!
Ooh. Probably something good in there.
Could it be, milady?
Oh.
The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of all that has ever been?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
If you're truly the Weaver of Time, I imagine you already know the answer.
If any other being in Rivellon asked me about the details of their comings and goings, I could describe them down to the minutest of details. But you are different. Of you, I see nothing. I know nothing. So please, do tell me, how did you arrive here?
It was a stone. A strange stone that zapped us from where we stood in Rivellon to this plane among the stars.
Stone. So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
Yeah, that's just what happened. Have you seen it before?
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
What is the Starstone exactly? Where does it come from?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret. A secret lost, even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time. Gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes, though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all.
If these stones can heal history, we must seek them out. We're source hunters of Rivellon. We have a mission that doesn't involve chasing down magical stones. Don't be a dummy.
Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the Void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
Of course we will. And we'll start doing it in the next episode. Thanks for joining me. See you then.